Tales Stories Cottage, where all stories can be found.
The Man Who Traded Trees for Tears. In a valley where the air was once sweet with the scent of pine, lived a man named Calin. He was strong and skilled, but his heart was as hard as the steel of his axe. While others saw the forest as a home, Calin saw it only as a pile of coins waiting to be collected. Tree after tree fell to Calin's greed. He didn't care for the birds that lost their nests or the soil that lost its grip on the earth. The mountain is endless, he told himself, ignoring the widening brown patches he left behind on the hills. One summer, the sky turned the color of bruised plums. The wind began to howl, and the rain fell not in drops, but in sheets of gray. Calin watched from his window, feeling a strange shiver. Without the trees to hold the earth, the mountain began to move. Suddenly, a roar louder than thunder shook the valley. A wall of mud and water, a great flash flood, came crashing down the bare slopes. It moved like a hungry beast, swallowing everything in its path: the barns, the fences, and the sturdy house Calin had built. When the sun finally rose, the valley was silent, the forest was gone, and so was Calin's village. He stood alone in a wasteland of thick gray mud. He called out for his brothers and his sisters, but only the cold wind answered him. He was truly, utterly alone. Calin searched through the ruins of his home. Beneath a heavy timber, he found a tattered frame holding a photo of his family. Tears carved tracks through the dried mud on his face. He realized then that the coins he had earned were worthless in a world without those he loved. For many days, Calin stared at the scarred mountain. It looked like a giant that had been flayed. He finally understood that by cutting the trees, he had taken away the valley's shield. The guilt was a weight heavier than any log he had ever carried. One morning, amidst the gray silt, Calin saw a tiny speck of green. It was a single, brave sprout pushing through the debris. He knelt beside it, shielding it from the wind with his rough hands. "I am sorry," he whispered to the tiny plant. Calin traded his axe for a spade. Day after day, he climbed the mountain, carrying saplings instead of timber. He planted them with care, talking to them, and watering them with the water from the stream. He wasn't just planting trees, he was trying to grow back his soul. Many years passed. Calin's hair turned as white as the mountain mist, but the valley turned green once more. He sat in the shade of a tree he had planted as a sprout. He was still alone, but as the leaves rustled in the wind, he felt his family's spirit in the forest he had restored.
Here we go. That's the end of the story. From the story, we can get the morale. We cannot make fool of nature. Befriend with them. We should preserve the Mother Nature, or the nature itself will teach us a lesson. Lastly, please go green from now, okay? Thank you for watching. Help us to build this channel by subscribe. Like and share this video. See you in another story.